Death, I love you more than anyone else in the world. Warning! Please heed the following announcement. Today's disclaimer is hosted by some faggot. There will be swearing, there will be spoilers. As per normal, Jordan will more than likely abuse several different races, religions, and various other peoples and aliens.
Every fucking time.
It does happen every time. So, for your health, safety, and sanity, please stop listening if any of this may offend you. Today's disclaimer was bought by somebody who does not give a fuck.
Long story short, everyone's left anyway. I think we're done. For those of you who didn't disappear, or two of you who were watching in the first place anyway, welcome to the SenpaiPP...
Episode 16.
No, we haven't got it. I had something. Potato podcast. Look, I had literally a list of ones earlier, like a mental list, and I was just like, oh shit, what were they again? So welcome to the Senpai Potato Podcast, episode 16. I'm pretty sure it is 16. Probably is. I'm Jordan, owner of Senpai.co.uk. And other things, joining me today is Dave, not Dav. Dav retired.
Dav died. He was killed by a ninja puppy dog.
Look, for fuck's sake, Dave, you're not supposed to tell him.
Stuff. Why not?
They're children. They're like 3. You're not supposed to tell them that they died. You're supposed to say that they retired or they went to a happy place.
No.
Please note that our viewers are not 3 years old. Otherwise, they shouldn't be. If you're under 3, don't listen to this podcast.
If you're under 3 and you've managed to find this on YouTube, I really worry about what your parents have left up on the screen. Let's
be honest. In this day and age, probably could.
It's true. When I was 3, I was looking for porn and everything.
When you were 3, your parents must have had really good fucking internet then, somehow. Back in those days.
Do you know what? I actually don't. When I was 3, I don't think there was internet.
Well, there was internet. You're not that fucking old, Dave. It was just really bad, probably like DOS style internet.
DOS style?
Well, not. I don't even remember what it was called. Sort of like
wow.
I don't even remember. Anyway, I think. Should I start? I think I'll start with my weekly update this time. Rather than forcing it on you. Sorry, go on.
I just want to get this.
Go ahead.
Basically the internet was released in the late 80s. Mm-hmm. In the 1980s, the work in the United Kingdom on the World Wide Web theorized the fact that protocol links. So basically, the mid 90s is when the internet turned up, officially. You could probably just log on, I think.
So around the time I was born, I guess, is the time it actually came about.
Yeah. So I am actually old enough to have been born in a time where internet wasn't a thought.
Well, not so much
a thing.
Wasn't a big thing. I mean, even I wasn't really.
You wasn't. You're never a big thing.
I know. I wasn't a big thing. Actually, that said, that could be a compliment. I'm not big, so unlike James. James is.
Do you know what? I actually want to just point something out here. I've just gone on to Solaris.
Yep.
And they now actually have a pre-owned condition box.
They do. That was a thing that popped up a month ago now, I think.
I'm actually really glad because
I know I definitely agree. A lot of things are 4.5 star though, so I'm not. Part of me is kind of concerned as is everything just 4.5 by default? Are you sort of trying to lead me on or?
Well, the thing is when I emailed them about it, they were but this is before, they were basically they will not accept anything where the figure is not 100%. They're every pre-owned figure they sell is mint. The figure itself, they're not too bothered about the box, provided it's not completely fucked.
I mean, I would assume that they're not too bothered so much unless it's there's a giant crack. There's just a giant crack in the head. We won't. That point, I would say, don't accept it in general. That is a bit genuinely quite bad.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Urinary.
Yeah, but because I remember that it was up there on Greg's birthday. So, but yeah, update things. Not really too much. One thing I do want to say is I actually picked up Nisekoi earlier today, season 2 at least.
I did as well.
Also,
I did yesterday.
I was going to say earlier today. Well, that's what. I want to get your opinion. Like, there is one thing. I mean, I'm glad there's more of it. Obviously, I enjoyed it, but honestly, my favorite part of it is just the opening, not the song, just the animation itself. I just really like sort of the whole opening animation stuff
Of
Nisekoi season 2.
I do. Do you know what I thought though? Is that if you don't look at the screen, you wouldn't think Nisekoi.
What do you mean?
Like, if you listen to the opening, you wouldn't think Nisekoi.
Oh no.
I mean, I like it.
I was gonna say I don't mean the song itself. I just mean like the animation of it in general. Not like, oh, the animation quality is really good. I mean, what's like going on. I just like
Yeah.
There's like a little chuckle. You know, it's funny.
It reminds me of the ending animation of Testament
Not sure.
of Sister New Devil, because like that one's really weird. Like it just the artwork for that is completely in the opposite scale of like what the first bit is. And did you know as well, Sister New Devil is having a uncensored version for those of you who actually want to see what happened.
I mean,
instead of just
let's
guesstimate.
be fair. Wait, what? So Destiny, well, yes, because that's typically what happens with Blu-ray releases.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with My Sister It Has Been Unusual recently, blah blah, that show, that had like the Blu-ray release where it actually showed you rather than like showing you the door and then text boxes. It actually did show you what happened, which was obviously a welcome change. But yeah, no,
Hey,
most shows. DxD
Punchline t-shirts are for pre-order.
Well, I'm done. Let's just wrap up the podcast real quick. Let's wrap it up real quick. And no, I bet, are they like good shirts or Punchline?
They're Closper ones and they're full graphic.
Fuck.
What?
No, it's just that obviously means they're gonna be expensive as shit.
Yep, 6,400 yen.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they have shirts. That's awesome. I like shirts. Oh, that's. They don't have Strange Juice. 0 out of 10.
They have her, but they just don't.
They have her, but they don't have
her.
Strange Juice her, which is like 0 out of 10.
Strange.
One thing I will admit to liking is how it's like sort of really bad Christmas sweater patterns. That's pretty great.
It's the kind of thing you want for Christmas.
I'd ask for that for Christmas. Dave, give me that for Christmas. Yeah.
Okay, no.
Wow, what a joke.
Someone's
getting cold this year.
Can it be anime Cole?
No, not even.
Like,
you don't deserve anime Cole.
I do.
No.
Yes.
Fuck you.
You know, like,
you don't deserve anything.
I deserve everything.
No. But yeah, what I meant by the Nisekoi opening was like, what's going on? Like, it's got its own little, not even, I don't know how to put it. Not so much like its own little storyline, but it's just like its own little sort of act. And I really liked sort of what was going on there because
It's like,
it reminded me
like
a bit
mini
of
OVA.
It was a bit like sort of Saturday morning cartoon type of thing, really.
Yeah.
Like, just some of the sort of comedy that was in there was definitely like that, and that just made me a little happy inside. Like, oh. I don't know where that was going. Other than that, I've just been keeping up with stuff. Playmat arrived like yesterday.
I saw that.
Oh yeah, I did send you.
Is it the rubber one?
Yeah, it's the official one.
Oh, okay, nice.
Was it worth $45 in a 2-month wait? Probably not, but I have it now.
What is worth $45 in a 2-month wait?
That Rita Mordio, any Alta figure. A lot of things are worth
saying
it.
that I've put down about $45 for a Ilya figure, and that's more than a 2-month wait, so that's worth it. That was the kitten one, because oh my days, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, a lot of figures are probably worth that at least. So, I don't actually know, other than getting this beautiful plushie, which is 10 out of 10. I've been working on game things, really.
Gay things?
Game
It's nice to know you've come out of the closet, Joe.
Oh, don't worry, I'm going back in there in a few days.
Say hello to Aslan for me.
I will. Don't worry. He's waiting. He's waiting for the next belly rub.
With his furry lion balls.
He wants you to rub his belly. You. He wants you to come rub his belly, Dave.
It begins with Bell, but it doesn't end with E. Wow. It starts with E. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Okay.
The sound of disappointment, then.
The sound of just, I don't understand what you're trying to do or where you're trying to go. I'm
trying to say you molest a tiger.
Well.
It's not a tiger either.
One thing I will say is Army has, like, some Vanguard things on sale, and part of me was tempted to buy one just to sell them.
Really?
Yeah.
What, the triple deck case?
No, as in, like, Vanguard, as in actual cards.
Okay.
I don't know. Probably not going to.
Do they?
Yeah.
I'm looking for it, but I can't see them.
I'm not too like, from what I see of Vanguard, it doesn't look like something that... Okay, let me rephrase that. From what I've seen people play Vanguard, fuck no. Niggas go so fast I don't get it.
Yeah.
They were just like this, fucking, and done, you're dead, rip. I was like, nope! I can barely, like, it sounds like they memorize card effects, and that's something that I'm terrible at, so... Then again, they also probably play a lot more often than I do. So, maybe it just comes naturally. One thing that's interesting, though, is my voice cracking for starters. In the pre-owned section of Army, there's been quite a few altar figures for like 3,000 yen. Older ones, mind you, but altar
so they're not quite as good. I mean, I've been keeping an eye out. There's a Laura one on there at the moment that I'm tempted to get. But I don't know yet.
I'm trying not to anymore because I have to I'm gonna see if I can put down like a deposit for Alcon rather than put the whole thing, because I can't yet. Because did they say that it has to be May, or is that at this current price?
No, you have to pay in full by May 31st.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Because that's a lot different than it was, because it was like August last year.
Yeah, they must have had a lot of drop. I'm assuming they probably had... Well, saying that, we're in like the super duper duper suite, so it might be a case of...
No, because I was in the exact same one last year. Huh.
Let me have a look. Activities, FAQ, here we go. Right, so basically, en suite's 165 for all 4 nights. Yeah, that's fine. We're registering and paying.
Because I know that there's like a deadline for sort of the early bird type of price. Huh.
Yeah, there's a car park. Where is it? Accommodation. How can I pay? Rules and regulations. No, that's just the normal. That's just the normal stuff. I mean, you can get refund and shit. How do I pay for Alcon? Do you know what? It's really annoying, like, when shit like this, like, 4-day pass is 45, and then 165.
I was going to say, worst comes to worst, I'm just going to pay for entry and then pay for accommodation later.
Well, the thing is, I don't think...
I think they do.
You can do that. I think you.
Oh no, I know that they do it because I did it last year and I emailed them.
No, you can pay like part payments.
Yeah, I know.
You can pay for your. Oh right, no. Let's say it says here you can pay for your accommodation separate to the rest of your order via the website. Beyond this, we can no longer offer. So the answer to your question is yes, they used to. Now, no, they don't.
Oh well, I mean, last year it was. I paid my entry and got accommodation separately because I didn't have it in my order at the time.
Yeah.
I'll just email them, figure that out. But yeah, weekly update things, not much really.
No, I'm pretty much on the same. I mean, I've ordered some more bits. I mean,
I ordered a Xenon figure. I'm not sure if I said that last week. Because
Did
it had a sick scarf, and I wanted a scarf.
Wow.
That's all.
Is it a
I've been
used?
watching SAO too because dub's been coming out. One thing I noticed is A, I could finish it tomorrow, or B, I could follow the dub and wait until September.
Which one do you want?
I don't know, honestly, because
do.
it's like, part of me kind of wants to, but I know that probably halfway through I'm going to be like, and then I'm going to have to wait 6 weeks or more until, 2 months until they get up to that point with the dub. And I'm like,
Yeah.
now I'll pick it up again, maybe. It's just like, I don't know. I like to follow dubs, but when it's like, oh, you won't finish the show by until September, it's like, it's a bit, I don't know.
Yeah, you're like.
That's the only issue I have with simuldubs, is unless it's like while it's airing. Like if it was a case of it's not really, it's not a simuldub anymore. It's just airing on like Toonami and shit.
Yeah.
With simuldubs, it's fine because it's like, oh, I'm 4 episodes behind, whatever. I don't really care. It's more so for shows that I wouldn't have watched anyway.
It's like, don't really care.
So I don't care enough to devote like every ounce of my attention to the show. So.
Yeah, here we go. Well, actually, saying that, it says the payment deadline for your registrations is the end of Sunday, May 31st.
Because part of me does really think that might just be like the sort of early thing. Because I'm pretty sure it said the same last year.
I'll ask Mike now. Give me a second.
Because I was just going to email him, but okay.
Yeah. Oh, he's online, so I'll just be like,
Oh,
hey, yo,
Skype,
what's on?
I have him on Skype as well, I think. I don't know why.
Excuse the typing. There is a new keyboard coming next month.
Good. What is it? In before mechanical blue switch keyboard.
Yes, it's turning up. It's the Razer mechanical one.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
What?
That's gonna be worse.
I know.
Oh, you piece of shit.
I kind of like my laptop one, which is like the softish one, but I like mechanical keys because there's stuff.
I like mechanical keys because they're loud, but at the same time, I hate them because they're loud. It's terrible for recording, but it's great every other time. Because it's just so satisfying, but... I'm trying to think of what to talk about while you do that, since, I'm done with updates.
Well, I mean, update-wise, I got my Rosario Arc iPhone 5S case ordered, because I've been looking for one since I got the phone, but like I said, like everything was just ridiculously expensive. I mean, I've never seen, fucking Rolex iPhone cases. I mean, shit. I could understand if it was a 6 and it was like brand new, and obviously the price is going to be high, but 12,000 yen. One of them's 24,000 yen.
What are they? I want to know.
They're the 24,000 yen one was a jacket type. So, the one where the phone clips into like the plastic frame and then it's got like a leather cover both sides with like graphics on.
Okay.
But I was just like, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money to spend on a case.
As a side note, just random question, do you know why Weiss and all that sort of thing are so much more expensive than other card games? Because they are.
Off the top of my head. They are expensive, but I think it's got a lot to do with one. I think they've got to pay the licensing.
Yeah,
rights.
it is the licensing. Like with Vanguard and stuff, it's like, oh, you get 24. No, you get 30 of these for 4,000 yen. I'm like, wow, that's just a really good. Not going any further, just a really good.
Yeah.
And then it's like with White Shores, it's like 20 packs for 6,000. Whereas with Vanguard, obviously, the anime show that it's from is from the card game. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh!
And it's massive.
Same with Duel Masters, etc., etc. Same with Precious Memories and things like that, I guess.
Well, that's it. I mean...
I wish it was a bit slightly... I just wish there were more, for starters... Okay, side note, kind of. Attack on Titan... things.
White Schwartz. English edition as well.
Only English edition.
I know.
I have not seen a Japanese one listed.
I'm tempted to buy it.
I have one pack and one booster box and a thing. I might
Oh,
open
dear.
like half the packs and sell the other half just because. At least on the like worst comes to worst, I'll break even.
Well, yeah, there is that.
And just for the hell of it, like best case scenario, I get a signed. I can sell the signed, and then I've made.
Have
a
you
profit.
noticed though that the
Side note: if I sell the signed for an Attack on Titan, that's going to be interesting.
have you noticed though that the 20-pack box is actually more expensive than the standard Y Schwartz packs?
Is it?
It's normally 5,650 yen.
No, it's the English editions. Very often do start off at 6,300.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's not until because it's like a discount's applied on most of them. If you like.
Oh, okay. I suppose. Yeah. I mean, the list price for this one's 7.1, but it's 6.6, which I can understand. I mean, it's owned by Funimation, so.
That's another thing. I don't really think that really matters if it's owned by Funimation, really. Because based on the fact that they're available over here and are probably over here first, I don't know. In Japan, I mean.
I really want English edition Ilya to kind of come out right now.
I really don't think that'll happen. I think the closest you're gonna get's Fate Zero or Fate, the new Fate Stay Night.
Yeah, I kind of guess, but it's a bit of a shame, really.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I can deal with the Fate Stay Night ones. I mean, I'm tempted with the English edition of the booster pack for the Attack on Titan, because I mean, it's a 20-pack box. With
I've already got an order.
The box bonus is a PR card.
Well, it always is.
Three
random. Oh, cool.
Yeah, 3 randomly selected from 12 types.
So that could potentially be why it might seem slightly more expensive. I highly doubt that. I really highly doubt that. Side note, also added an English extra booster for SAO2. They got them back in a little after release, I guess. So now I have one of those coming in.
Oh, same as me, then.
Yeah.
They're not that expensive as well.
No,
because...
I'm just kind of disappointed in the fact that I got the Japanese one on accident.
Oh,
well.
did you?
Yeah, I remember I said last week I ordered one from the eBay page.
I've noticed a lot of SAO stuff's come out again. I mean, Mother Rosario arc, like the iPhone cases. There's also the T-shirts, which are really nice. I mean, they're like white with quite a lot of graphic on it. So I bet for 3,400, they're actually pretty decent. I mean, in their color as well, which is.
Oh, it actually says on the box animation, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's
which is
this is kind
rare.
of unusual.
Mm-hmm.
You know what will be?
You know what it
okay,
is?
Wait.
Funimation are like, hey, you can have our stuff and make our cards, but
no, I mean it's not a case
Titan,
of you can have our stuff. It's a case of hey, we license this, you can do it too, I guess. Sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Because fuck off if they held that much power with the license.
Well, yeah, I guess.
But one thing that would be interesting wouldn't happen, but what if, because I've only seen an English release, what if and it isn't, but just a what if. What if it was signed by the English voice actors?
That would be quite cool.
How much do you think that would devalue the signed series of that specific set?
What if they were signed by the English voice actors? It depends. I mean, for people who prefer the English dubs.
No, I mean as a whole, in terms of because that's the thing.
The whole thing.
Well, I mean,
even on the Japanese card.
No, I mean on the English ones because it's the thing is most because I know what you mean, as in maybe
I prefer
2 people
whoever done the original characters.
Yeah, I know what you mean because I mean that's most people's mentality is what I mean. It's hey, people like the English voice actors and might like that, but it's a case of what is the majority and what would actually sway the market to make it so as these are worth less. Because honestly, I'd be kind of curious because honestly, I think it would devalue them quite a bit. Because a lot of people would probably be like, "Oh, it's only the English voice actor. Fuck that, I don't care."
Wow.
That is straight up how I see most people. There are people.
See, I don't kind of mind. I mean, if the show's good, then. And the voice actor's good, then by all means. I mean, I'd have the guys who done Toradora sign my stuff.
Yeah, me too, obviously.
I mean,
I was there.
I don't like getting stuff signed for the sake of getting signed, though.
Well, do you?
Because, if you go out, there's a voice actor, you don't actually own anything, You watch some of the shows, but you're the stuff's obviously not good enough for you to buy things from. But then you go out and buy something just to go, oh look, I've got this signed by such and such. Like I can't be bothered with that. If I don't already own it and I wasn't planning on buying it, then I don't see any point.
You see, I can say that I'm guilty of that, but solely due to the fact that I forgot to take Strike Witches and I didn't want to buy it a second time at Alcon.
For twice the money you paid for the first one.
I don't know. I don't think it was twice.
Really?
Well, no.
It was obviously fairly close then.
No, I mean, it would obviously be the same price because it's like, I got this release. Odds are they're not going to discount it at a convention.
No, the chance of them discount anything.
I just love the story between me and Damien and the fact that because I picked up Steins Gate because she also did Kurisu in Steins Gate. So,
okay.
So, Damien was gonna get Steins Gate too, and I picked up a DVD one, or like, well, I could get this, and then I saw the Blu-ray one, so I put it down, picked it back up really quick, and apparently Damien was halfway to reaching for the Blu-ray one.
And you just ninja'd it.
I didn't even know. I was just like, right, I'm gonna take. How much is this one? They're like this much.
Wow.
I'm like,
It's
done. Fucking, I'm
kinda
out.
like
I do not want
one.
if I can have a Blu-ray one, fuck it. I don't want the DVD one.
Kind of like that one time where I went for that pack of boosters of Nisekoi at
Yeah.
LAGC and
Except
got the
it
signed
wasn't-
card.
I know. One thing I do want to mention though is according to other Dav, Lincoln, that Nisekoi card is supposed to be like in every pack apparently.
Really?
I
doubt
think
that.
I'm not 100% sure.
I can understand if it's in every box.
Because, well, not every pack. Sorry, not pack. Fucking Christ.
You meant box.
I meant
right,
box.
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
sorry. Because that would explain why I also got a triple rare.
Yeah,
But at the same time, so I'm not sure. That seems like, I don't know.
that's overkill. Even
That
for
would be
English.
because of the fact that those cards do still go for quite still listed at quite a high price.
Yeah, they wouldn't devalue their own cards.
I was gonna say there are signed TD, like in the Japanese ones. Some trial deck signed cards aren't foil and aren't classified as SP. In fact, I'm pretty sure all of them aren't in the Japanese.
I think anything in a trial deck is a TD, isn't it? Unless under like really
because
kinda
there's the I don't know about in because my Zero no Sakaimu deck and I think my Bakemonogatari one. It had a TD, like, non-foil at the front. Anything with a foil at the front, that's an SR. Anytime you get anything, like, an actual rarity, it will say the rarity. Like, in my Persona 1, I got 2 triple rares, which is really weird. I didn't even know that was a fucking thing in a trial deck, but it is, apparently. So I got that, and those are classified as triple rares. In my Kill la Kill trial deck, I got my signed Ryuko card, and that is an SP. Whereas in the Japanese set, I do think it is classified as a TD rather than an SP. Based on the fact that one of my Cood cards is a TD and isn't foil. And like other ones listed elsewhere and stuff. Yeah. Dropping some knowledge on you sons of bitches, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And it's card related as well. It's something we've actually stayed off in any sort of depth for the last 15 episodes. I think it was originally because we kind of wanted to play more.
And then because we wanted to record us playing, but some pleb.
I will order a fucking camera.
No,
do you know
not
what?
even that. I have a camera. It was my camera was perfectly fucking fine. But we used the camera you used, and apparently that fucked everything up.
Because
the reason
it's the same point where Damien tried recording us, and instead of recording, he stopped recording.
Oh yeah. Did he? Oh yeah, he did. I think
because I kind of missed out like a big chunk of that because I was going to match it all together with the other bits, but then I gave up because it was like there was such a fucking huge gap.
Yeah.
I felt bad not like just editing like the end of someone's thing off just because Damien's a faggot. So.
Wow, so rude.
So
after he was nice enough to allow you to buy all those things.
Yeah, I gave him heads up. I was like, "Hey, you wanna?"
But he was like, "No, it is fine."
And I'm like, I just,
I
was
am
basically
a kind
trying.
human being. You may have them. Dave.
I was trying to push him into buying it just so I didn't like spend my money because I was like, "Go on, dude." I'm like, "Trust me, if you do not get this, I will buy it."
You see, here's the thing. I think Damien's like been hardened by the fact that I've been around forcing him to buy things all the time.
Yeah.
I think your level of getting people to buy things is just too low. I think he's built a tolerance to people like you. Only I may force him into purchasing goods. But no, so... did you have much of a weekly update? Because we never really got into it, I guess.
No, not really. I mean, like I said, I've placed a couple of new orders, but nothing substantial. It's been a quiet, because I mean I'm on holiday in 2 weeks to Gran Canaria, so kind of like not spending much at the moment. And obviously I've got to pay for Olcon at the end of next month, so you know.
Did Mike actually say anything back, by the way?
Hey?
Did Mike say anything back yet? Or?
No, not yet. He's obviously doing something or other.
Fair enough.
He will get back to me eventually, though. But it says your registrations, as in with an S, like plural, so I'm assuming that means you have to pay for both by the end of May.
No, registrations, like with an S, because you can do multiple registrations.
This is true. I don't know about the accommodation, though. That is the downside.
Yeah, I was going to say it's weird if they're doing it so early, because...
Yeah,
most of the time, a month is definitely more than enough. Mm-hmm. Because usually, what conventions and stuff do is they'll have like a price that's £5 less, maybe. Yeah, and then it's like, hey, if you do it early, you get £5 less. You should do that. Otherwise, it's £5 more, whatever. And I'm assuming that's what it would be, because otherwise, it's really early. So that's 3 months earlier than. Okay, wait. So May, June, July. Yeah, like 3 months earlier, not 3 months before, but 3 months earlier than it was last year, which would be really weird because.
See, in theory, I should have just said to Damien, "Dude, do you want to share a room?" Because that would have saved loads of money.
I guess.
Because I mean, it's £215 for a double ensuite.
Well, it would have saved you about 40.
Well,
no.
No, it would have saved me about 60 quid.
Would it? 150 for a room, though, isn't it?
165 for our en-suites.
Oh,
Bed A is 165.
Okay.
Yeah. Really? My total order is 240 because I've got full VIP and a t-shirt.
Well, I don't have a t-shirt.
Do you not?
Honestly, I don't really like their t-shirt designs.
They're self-designed, aren't they?
Huh?
I'm not. I don't like the art.
That's what I mean. Their design sort of thing. That, and again, what I was pretty much going to say is I also don't like sort of their art style of the characters most of the time.
It reminds me of Saint Seiya.
It's very 80s for the most part.
And if you actually look at their clothing, it's pretty much nearly a direct copy from Dragon Ball Z. As good as the actual art is, I think the fact that they've got the Dragon Ball Z gravity bubble as their icon, which, regardless of what they say is not true. There's the Dragon Ball Z thing. The characters have Dragon Ball Z costumes.
I wouldn't say so much Dragon Ball Z, just like 80s in general, sort of thing. Like old anime fashion sort of art, for the most part, across the site. Yeah. And to me, admittedly, I wasn't like the sort of person who was around and really loved that sort of things back then. But at the same time, technically 35-year-old sort of design type of styles might be a good idea to at least throw in a little more updated sort of styles, maybe. That would be cool.
Yeah.
And then, to be fair, sometimes when they do have updated styles, it doesn't look that great.
Yeah.
No offense to the artist who did them, but it looks kind of shit sometimes.
I agree.
Like the Alcon 2013, I think it is, poster that I have. Yeah, it was 13 because the 14 was the Attack on Titan one.
Okay.
It looks. I don't know. Partially, it might just be me and my somewhat hate for really detailed shading on Animu.
Right.
Not really a fan of really detailed shading on Animu for the reason of please get your 3D PD shit out of here.
Yeah.
Not even really that. It just doesn't fit to me most of the time.
No, I kind of.
It's the one thing I semi disliked about Honey Pop at a glance.
The good thing, I think. Yeah, I need to hand a £10 deposit down for my keys.
Well, that's when you get there.
Yeah.
And you get it back unless you fuck up your room.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
See,
not like...
It says you have until the 26th of August to decide which block you want to sleep in. So I don't know why they don't just say, well, you know, basically that's also the day you have to pay for your stuff back.
That's why like my mentality of thinking that this is like the sort of early sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because if they're not like arranging rooms or anything until then, that means that you pretty much have until then to sort of confirm and pay, really. Unless you're really fucking lazy and you pay now and then just don't give a shit until like 3 months later. But yeah, fuck it. Deal of the week, I guess, now.
Or deal of the week time, is it?
Yeah. Honestly, not so much because of what show it is, but because of A, price, B, format. Format being the fact that it's a DVD and not a Blu-ray. And
I genuinely thought you were going to say, like, VHS.
Oh, I wish it were VHS. If it could... Best part, it is a show that could be VHS.
Yeah.
That would be... I wish. If it
it's done by Gainax.
Have you never seen Fooly Cooly?
No.
Never seen... Wow. That is weird. Because... Have you heard of it, at least?
Nope.
That is absurd. Where the fuck have you been? Because it is genuinely one of those shows like everyone knows of because it's just fucking insane.
Is it like just one of those weird shows?
Huh?
Is it like one of those just weird shows?
I guess. I would recommend watching it. As for buying it, I'm not really so sure. Because the downside to it is it's more or less like an OVA set, which is why it's literally more or less half the length of a season.
I was going to say 180 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
it's
even
6
10
episodes.
That's like...
It is 6 episodes long, I think. 6 episodes of 30
shit.
minutes. Because that's what throws me off about it. I mean, if it were £10 and Blu-ray, awesome. Then I might consider it. I probably wouldn't because of the fact that, personally, I didn't enjoy it too much because of just how it was. I mean, I enjoyed it in the sense of its Gainax. Didn't enjoy it in terms of anything else because of the fact that also, similar to Ava, Fooly Cooly has that thing of it doesn't make sense and no one fucking gets it. At least it was like when I was sort of fresh into the fray of things.
Fresh.
It's very fresh, very premium.
Like super fresh.
Yeah, but it's
like
10. But 10.
Fresh Prince.
Okay. One thing I want to note is a while ago, like I think a year or so ago, before I met you or anything, when I was still looking at these deals every now and then. Bakemonogatari was on there. Bakemonogatari being split up into 2 parts for a 16 episode series.
Yeah.
So it's about the same length as this. That was also on DVD, and that was £7. That's what kind of bugs me about this one.
Okay, this one's more expensive.
It's more expensive, and it's also because it's on DVD that also annoys me. And the fact that it's still a short thing. Obviously, it's not a case of like, oh, it's some unheard of show that's super short. It's like, this is far from unheard of. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
This is not unheard of. And apart from by you, which genuinely baffles me, the fact that you've apparently never heard of it. Never seen it? I can understand. Never heard of it, though.
The thing is, it's like, I haven't heard of quite a few of the older shows. I think because I spend a lot of time catching up on maybe the last 24 months worth. 3, even 4 years. I mean, this is like 6 years old, so...
Oh no, this is way older than 6.
2009.
Well, the release, 2009. The show is like... 2000 maybe? I'd like to say. I will go check. Don't you check your keyboard, please, no.
I'm booking a hotel.
Okay, that's fair.
So... Yeah, work related stuff at the same time.
Oh, okay.
I'm just literally
April 26th, 2000. Okay, April 26th, 2000, final episode airing date, March 16th, 2001.
14 years ago. Shit, I was, what, 4, 5, 6,
No,
I was 13.
No, not that, but the fact that there is almost a year gap between the first and final episode.
Wow. How did that happen? What do they do? Release one every 2 months?
I don't know. I'm kind of curious as to the release schedule of it. While I look into that, you can read the whole thing since I want you to. That, and I
Okay.
want to look into this a bit.
Alright, fair dues. So, what's it called?
Fooly
Fooly Cooly.
or Furikuri, or as when we were doing the Hummingbird.
So not FLCL.
Or when we were doing the Hummingbird unofficial podcast, as Hannah called it, Furry Curry, and I was like, Furry Curry.
Furry Curry.
And
So,
no,
Fully Cooly.
she got pissed. I was like, I don't.
Wow.
Why are you so pissed about me saying
Don't
that?
be so angry.
'Cause-
People get really upset when you, like, correct them.
No, as in, I think. Oh no, I think she thought I was making fun of her. I was like,
You
I
were.
didn't. I genuinely didn't mean to. It was like, oh,
You did.
no.
It's a fact.
It was like I
do
didn't.
it all
I
the
didn't mean
time.
to offend you by saying that.
So,
Oh.
the series is produced by Gainax, the same guys that done Neon Genesis Evangelion, and Kill la Kill, Gurren Lagann,
Not Kill la Kill.
not Kill la Kill.
That's Trigger,
Lagann,
but
yes.
you could say Trigger is pretty much ex-Gainax employees.
Yeah,
but
we've had that discussion before.
yeah, it's not. I don't think we can really class them as the same in the sense
Yeah.
of we don't know if they
But
are
it's-
the same employees.
But it's animated by Production IG, so Ghost in the Shell. Fully Cooly takes animation to yet another level. Get ready for the shocking, funny, and right-out freaky show about adolescence, expectations, and alien intrigue. Nyota? Nyota? Nauta?
Hang on, let me get there.
Help?
Nauta. Sure, Nauta.
Nauta. Okay, Nauta wants to be normal, but with a talented brother leaving Japan for the US to play baseball, everyone now looks at him a bit differently. His brother's girlfriend is acting strange, and now there's an even stranger girl hitting on him. Literally, with a bass guitar. Oh, did I mention the robots that keep springing from his head?
True.
The time, the present, perhaps. The place is an outlying city called Mabase, from which grows the gigantic medical mechanica plant. Medical mechanica plant. Nandaba Naoto, a smart aleck school kid, gets sideswiped by a Vespa on his way home with his brother's girlfriend, Samajimi Mamimi, or something. When he gets home from school the next day, he finds the woman on the Vespa from the day before in his living room. Naoto is stunned as he listens to his father explain that he has just hired her as their new housekeeper. She tells him her name is Haruko. Naoto doesn't know how to react to the fact that he and Haruko are suddenly living under the same roof. And then there's the mysterious robot that suddenly appears before Naoto when he goes out into the night for Mamimi. Things get strange very quickly, and apparently it doesn't take long for it to end, according to Jordan.
Sure. It doesn't take very long for something to end, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about. I zoned out. I don't know what the fuck happened with it. On it, because all I can really see is that it had DVD releases, so I'm guessing it was like didn't air.
Maybe, I guess.
It's
I don't know.
possible.
It seems really weird that they'd only do one, like...
You
I don't
say
know.
that, but Japanese
It's-
releases in general.
But it's 6 episodes, bro. It's not like it's hard.
Look, there are episodes that are 1 episode each. Also, Gainax. To be fair, Gainax literally at the end of Ava. Do you not remember how they like literally ran out of budget?
No.
Well, they did, and that's why the end, like last episode of Ava, just looks like it has no budget.
But
Like,
seriously.
No, have you not seen Ava yet?
No.
Fucking Christ. What the fuck is wrong with you? But from what I remember of the last episode, it was like basically pencil and felt tip.
What?
And they were just like almost scribbling. I can't. Look, talk about something for a sec. I'm gonna like look and try and
my
find you a
days.
video.
Okay, so, in the gaming world, there has come a time where I've decided to get a PlayStation 3, and hopefully I'll have one next
Good
month.
fucking Christ.
And a Vita as well. I'm buying a
Perfect.
I'm buying a Vita to bring with me to Alcon
Good.
because I want to play Sword Art Online.
Okay. I can play it with you then. Which one?
Winner.
Which one?
Both
Hollow
of them.
Fragment. Well, I don't know if the last one, newest one. There you go. Have some things.
Is this
Actually, what happens in the last episode of Ava?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they basically use this as kind of like
They ran out
Like-
of budget.
This is hilarious.
I know. As much as it's
Wow.
as a lot of people will be like, "What the fuck happened?" I'm all like, "Yeah, I actually kind of like that because it's dumb and it feels Gainax." That is as Gainax as it gets. You run out of budget and you still manage to do what you essentially always do. In my mind, at least.
So just to kind of like add on for this, so in the gaming world, I have actually noticed something, and that is Xbox sucks for anime games.
Of course, it's a fucking American system.
So, kind of saddened by that. However, I've just looked on Solaris Japan, and for a brand new copy of Tales of Vesperia, it's £142.86. For a pre-owned copy, it's £17.
For a new copy on eBay, I think Army has one. I think new, best of, not like it's sort of like the platinum version or whatever the Xbox thing is. But
Yeah.
like 2,500 yen. Side
That's
note,
actually
don't
really good.
like if you're gonna. One thing I would recommend just grabbing because it's a 360 title, but it has the PS3 is a superior port. We never got it. It's been translated by fans. Personally, I wouldn't recommend like sort of quote unquote jailbreaking. I forget what you actually call it. Like,
Oh yeah, it is. It's
because that's what you would have to
jailbreaking.
do to your PS3 if you wanted to like play the Japanese one with the English patch, which you would need to. Telltale games are very story heavy. I have 2 copies
Yeah,
of.
so
I have 3
so I've
copies of
noted.
Vesperia on the 360. So.
Huh. Do you know what I do want to buy? And it's £14, £16 pre-owned, and it's £1.50 for postage from Solaris. Now, I don't give a toss where they send it from, but that's really good. Basically, it's region free as well, and it's data live.
All PS3 games are region free, except Persona 4 Arena, because the release dates were so close, and the Japanese were like, "We need to region lock it," because they were scared that people were going to import from America.
Right.
Because
they
of
didn't
how
want
close
people
the
kinda
import,
like me.
because of how close the release was, and the fact that it's a lot cheaper over there.
I can get that. There's also Oromoto
Or
on here.
Oh.
So, oh my god, they've got a Tales of Zestiria controller.
Yeah, I don't like that one because it's a third party.
Is it? It's got PlayStation on it.
It's a third party one. The only one that I'm aware of. Fucking side note, Galgun,
Nope,
I want
it is a PlayStation official licensed product.
licensed
Says-
maybe, but it's still made by a third. Can you send me a link? Because
Yeah, sure.
basically there are 2 things. I consider it third party unless it's the like regular sort of DualShock 3 build.
It is a normal DualShock.
No,
it's
it's
nice.
it's a
nice
different
looking.
it's a different shape. One
Yeah,
thing
okay.
that I classify strongly as third party is the fact that it has a turbo button.
What's wrong with being turbo?
Nothing, but I just don't like sort of third party.
You just
things.
don't like turbo.
Mad Catz controllers, essentially. I hate
Turbo.
Mad Catz controllers.
Turbo. Wow, 110 volt PlayStation 3. That's exactly what I need in my life.
Bro, but I can tell you what you do need and what I want to get someday. And holy
What's
fuck, it's Galgun. You shoot your pheromones at women.
Wow.
Yes.
Spray.
No,
pheromones.
listen. It's 3D compatible and it's PlayStation Move compatible. To get the optimal experience of this game, you need a 3D TV, you need a PlayStation Move, you need the little sort of like gun holster type of thing that you have.
Wow.
You need to go pew, 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 and shoot your pheromones at all the women.
I need to do that.
I do.
I
Look,
tell you what I need to buy, and that is
Buy a
basically
3D buy a
K-On!
No,
For the PlayStation 3.
no, get out. No one wants Kaon.
I need K-On! Oh my god, Lost Song. They've got Lost Song on here as well.
Oh yeah. Okay. Thing is, Lost Song, both SAO games. While I would personally recommend getting big memory card and getting the actual English release for SAO. Even though I'm pretty sure it's the same translation. With Lost Song, Basically, the ones over there, you want the Asia one, not the Japanese one.
Really?
Because the Asia one's the only one that has the English subtitles. Still in Japanese, still all that. It's just an Asian release, essentially. It's all the same except it has English subtitles. Very badly translated English subtitles that are amazing. As I've told you before. That said, I think we should move on to some form of topic. No, featured anime, that's it. Featured shows. Let's go. Let's go! Fight me!
Featured
1v1
shows.
me IRL, mate.
What?
You go first, because I know you're not prepared.
Yeah, you go K first. I need to actually have a look on my list and just see what I finished watching. I kind of like.
Wow, what a scumbag.
I've got too many.
No, you say that's the thing. It's like I don't get that. It's like you've seen a lot of shows in your life, probably. Why not one of those? Yes.
I suppose I could go with Black Bullet, but this is my problem. I don't know what I've seen, but spoken about, and I don't know what I've...
I know that is the problem, which is why it's better to just work your way back in time. Because with you, I know most of the shows you've recommended are like newer.
The thing
which is why I keep saying to you, fucking go backwards and keep going and never stop.
Okay. I'm gonna
don't
go
stop.
with,
can't stop. Might stop.
Yeah. Ooh, Dusk Maiden of Amnesia's on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, it has been. That's where I watched it.
Huh.
Loser.
Well, there's something new for you.
Is
well,
it?
For
Is
me
it new
anyway.
at all? It's not new at all, though.
It's probably not, but you know, it's irrelevant.
I think that one day you need to go through all of the shows that you talked about. Fuck it, I'll start.
Yeah.
Ambition of Oda Nobunaga. No,
What?
my bad. The Ambition of Oda Nobunaga. Because it's the only good gender bend Oda Nobunaga story thing there. Do you like Japanese history? Do you not like the fact that they're guys? Go watch this show. Because they're all girls instead of guys, lol.
Lol.
There we go, I'm done.
Whoa.
Fuck it. Fuck the police. I did it, Mum. Are you proud? She's proud.
No, I'm not proud of you, Mum. Don't tell her I said that.
I will.
She kills.
She does.
She kills. That's literally it. She just kills.
Secretly a murderer. Well, it's not so secret anymore, I guess, but...
Yeah. You can't say your mother's secretly a murderer, because then she will kill you.
Hey, it depends on who I say it to.
Okay. So hard to pick one that I can I can kind of remember. Do you know what I really okay, I'll go with this one because this is one I want to have a second season because otherwise I'm just left in the dark like so many other shows. Majimoji Rurumo. Do you remember that one show with the witch girl? Witch girl, best girl?
Nope.
Wow, I've actually just found an anime that's called Man Girl.
Yeah. Are you surprised?
Not really.
Why would you be?
I should be.
No.
But, okay, so basically, the whole thing of I read this. Okay, so a boy named Kota Shibaki who suddenly gets a bunch of magical tickets one day. Rurumo, a witch that was demoted to an apprentice witch, uses these tickets as training in the human world, and Kota can use these tickets to grant wishes, which are part of Rurumo's training. However, the catch is that each ticket that's used shortens Kota's lifespan. So, and he knows this. So if he uses them, it's at the expense of his own life to help out Rurumo. But because even though he's like a massive pervert, he starts kind of like falling for her. And he they become really good friends, and she likes him too. But I think it's 'cause she doesn't know that they'll kill him. So basically, once her training's over, he dies and she gets promoted, which it's really sad. It's a funny show though. It's hilarious. Like they've got like a tiny dark undertone, or they tried, but just because of the amount of stupidity that the show exudes, it's just good. It's feel good show. Feel good show. That's
Feel
that's what
good
I will
show
say.
where someone gets murdered. It makes it feel real good.
No, he doesn't get murdered. It's cool.
Rip.
Has 4 out of 5 stars on Crunchyroll, which isn't saying much. Most people voted 4 or 5 stars.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's good.
Rip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's done. Topics A.
Yush.
Good luck. What are we doing?
Hey, I had last week's topic. Fuck you.
No, you didn't.
I totally
You
did.
fucked up last week's topic.
No, I didn't. I got last week's topic was the best.
No. What was last week's topic then?
Long distance.
No, I started that.
No, I did.
you
You wanted to stop it. and
No,
I was
you
like, no.
actually didn't.
I
Also,
genuinely-
that also wasn't the topic because last week was something else, and that was talking about shows that were starting to air. But I mentioned the fact of people, and
The
then it
fact
moved
of
into
people.
that, and it wasn't even the topic.
Okay, so mini topic: Chaos Head as a game.
Go for it.
I just want to know how that works.
What do you mean?
Is it like every time you press what button it tells, like you get used to the button that say accepts things, the keypad changes, so it fucks with your head.
What are you on about?
So instead of like,
where are you trying to
saying
go with
okay.
this?
So it's chaos. You've seen Chaos Head. It's fucked up. So what happens if you like press?
It's
the
a
button
visual
thinking
novel.
it's going to accept, and then you instead stab someone.
It's a visual novel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. That's kind of disappointing.
Look, the vast majority of animes based off of quote a game are visual novels. Very
yeah, I
few.
kind of guess.
Very few are like games. Gunslinger Stratos is a game. That is a
Yeah,
game,
I've seen
not
that.
a visual novel. I know I sent it to like everyone because it was a super sick arcade game.
Do you know the only reason the only reason I actually want a PlayStation 3?
Why?
Infinite Stratos Ignition Hearts.
Even though you won't understand any of it, and it's probably just a really shitty visual novel.
I don't even care because Laura's naked on a bed and I get a little miniature character of Charlotte.
You see, here's the thing: you already would get it. You don't need a PS3 for it. But I'm glad you're getting a PS3 because you actually can play good games now.
With you as well on PlayStation.
You say online,
So live.
but there are no games I really play on there that I would play online.
Really?
Yeah, peace.
Persona?
Persona's not online.
Wow. That's surprising.
Is it?
Yeah.
How?
Ooh.
How?
Chaos Head has a new game called Chaos Child.
I've literally known about this for months. Yes, it's not a
Infinite
direct
Stratos.
sequel.
Infinite Stratos has a new one.
Mhm.
Love and Purge.
Yep, know that too.
£55 limited edition. I will be purchasing that because it comes out in June. I'm really hoping
I
there's-
really
there's-
love how you're like, I'm not going to spend much money, and now you're just like, I'm going to buy this game that I will not understand for £55.
Yep.
Yep.
And it doesn't
Good-
tell me
good job at
anything
that.
that comes with it.
Good job with that.
I want to know what comes with this limited edition.
Or you could get
Game
Galgun
of the
for
Orph.
half of that price.
What, and just splurge over a load of women.
I really want to do that though.
Wow.
Do you not understand how great Galgun is?
Not quite.
It's rated D.
It looks like
It's
Love and
rated
Purge is
D!
basic. Bro,
I'm waiting.
It looks-
I'm waiting, Dave.
I know.
It's rated
D.
D.
It actually looks like Love and Purge is just you banging all the chicks.
It's probably not.
If you've seen some of the pictures I've just pulled up, then yeah, it definitely does. Look
It's
like
probably
exactly
a
that.
light novel with H scenes, and that's about it.
Oh, here we go. It's on Army.
I would not be
So-
surprised.
Let's see how much on Army. 8,000. Not bad. And it comes with... Oh, this is PS Vita game software.
Rip.
Wow, that's the PS Vita version.
There are a lot of
Oh, there you go. PlayStation 3 with a pre-order bonus. Okay, so the PS Vita one comes with the game.
Surprise!
A Laura Black Cat Pajama SD figure. And the original soundtrack. Pre-order bonus forthcoming. So it doesn't tell you yet. But I'd have it for the because it's limited edition, I'd have it for fucking SD figure. But I like the fact they've spelt Laura's name with 2 L's, so it's Laula, so it's Lawla. Because I totally want Lawla.
Yeah, yeah.
The PlayStation 3 one though. Oh, this is regular edition. Okay.
Rip.
Okay, that's fine.
Rip,
I understand.
Rip.
Bonus with pre-order bonus. Oh, and a character plate. Okay, so there's like a super version. No, there isn't. This is like, I don't even know.
Rip.
Wow, I can't even begin to explain how retarded this shit is.
Good job.
Okay, so okay, so the PlayStation 3 limited edition one comes with an acrylic character plate. Pre-order bonus isn't released yet, and the limited edition bit is the pajama cap, which, ironically enough, you get the Charlotte one in the first one. So if I bought both of them, I'd have both limited edition figures.
Would you buy both though?
Yes.
Okay then. Good job not spending money.
I know, I'm terrible.
Right.
What can I say? I haven't spent any money yet.
You say that, but you will.
Yet. 10,000 yen for this one. That's like a whole month's order. Fuck your life. And I said your life.
My
I
life
don't
is
even
fine.
care.
Don't worry.
Your life is terrible.
Wow, way to be a dick about it.
I in your vagina. Basically.
Okay.
That's all I've got to say.
I know.
So okay, let's go on topic with social media sites specifically aimed at anime.
Sure. Let's talk about Hummingbird. That site you still haven't joined yet.
Yep, that site I actually have joined. I just don't use.
Oh, what's your name on it then? I wonder what it could be.
Jordan is a massive douche faggot.
Oh, you should use it because then I can.
Let's face it. That there's a good chance that it probably was. It could be that.
Let's look for touch_reality. Oh, it's a user. I wonder who it could be.
I laugh if you click on it. It's just this big fat guy.
Oh, it's
Actually,
literally you.
Is it?
Following no one. Followers no one. Such a lonely life.
It is. Don't follow me. I don't want to be followed.
Dave only has 7 days. Dave, you only spent 7 days of your life watching anime. What a loser.
Really?
Well, you haven't listed everything, so...
No,
unless you had, and it's still 7 days.
I've actually, I own a TARDIS. This is where it comes from.
Rip.
It's a potato. Because fish cake, banana,
So yeah,
crust.
Talk loser. Talk about whatever dicks you're on about.
Pickles.
Pickled dick. Spotted
Pickle
dick. Spotted dick.
Penis lube.
That's
I'm
too far.
I'm not even sure where that came from. Okay, so you've got ones that I know of. Anime League.
I don't know. Would we do forums? Technically count as social media sites, I guess.
Yeah, because it's you have chat rooms.
I guess I can understand it, but I don't know.
Okay, we'll
it's
cover
to
all
me.
forums.
I think. Well, if you're going to talk about forums, then I can literally contribute nothing.
Yeah, forums and...
In general, I can contribute nothing, because the only one I really go on is Hummingbird.
Right, okay, but why Hummingbird? Explain what...
It has anime lists, and I list things on there.
Wow, that was a terrible topic.
It's actually updated, unlike Mal. And
Mal?
my anime list.
Oh, okay. I kind of like my anime list.
Eh.
Reminds me of my figure collection. I think I've got a funny feeling they're together.
They're not. Because my figure collection probably actually has people working on it, unlike Mel.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, that's...
There
I mean,
is
obviously they're adding things in terms of listings, but... Site development-wise, at least Hummingbird's still going. And I know, because I send messages to Josh saying, Josh, fix this, and he's like, okay.
Hey, if I told you Galgun was coming out again as a second thing, would you be excited? Because it is.
Cool.
Army exclusive PS Vita Galgun double piece.
PS Vita, you say?
PS Vita and PS3 and PS4.
I don't care about those two. Send me a link to the Vita one.
Okay. There's a download code for an overtorn uniform, and you get a.
Oh, I would love an overtorn uniform. That rhymes.
There you go.
Super good.
First release bonus.
Tell me it's
overtorn.
PS Vita TV compatible because that'd be cool.
Don't know.
It's probably not because they're going to be jokes.
Frappanese, because this is the regular edition with a first release bonus. So where is?
I say if that's a regular release, and God, I understand why people would want to import fucking Persona 4 Arena.
Okay, so limited edition comes with a download
literally
code
dildos.
for 4 clothing items.
I want it to just say that it comes with literally dildos.
Literally, yeah, it just comes with penis. That's it, just massive, chunky
I thought I clicked on the
vagina.
I clicked on the regular. Huh?
I really want to buy a game on Steam that I can play. That might be multiplayer and half decent.
I really want to get GTA 5, but fuck off am I paying £30 for a PC game?
I just can't. I can't even.
Why?
Because, I can't. There's something fundamentally no about that. It just...
You see, I can understand because Steam messes up your perception of a game's worth. I mean, to me, it's not.
Steam's really good sometimes. I mean,
that is the reason. It's because
digital
of that.
copies.
It is because of that.
I prefer digital copies though, because you've always got them.
That isn't necessarily true. I think you say that, but I think you've got it backwards.
Because it's a digital copy, you've never always got them.
Yes, because if it's a physical copy, then you have it. If it's a digital copy, then if Steam goes down, rip. That is a thing that actually concerns people, because if Steam does disappear suddenly and out of nowhere, you have no way of getting the games you have.
Well, here's one for you. Skyrim's currently £2.49.
I genuinely don't give half a shit about Elder Scrolls games. I hate generic, typical Western fantasy. I own it, but I just couldn't care less.
You own it, and then you whinge about it.
No, I just don't care. I got it because everyone was like, holy shit, Skyrim's so good. I was like, okay. Oh, wait. What fucking... What?
There's a...
No, wait, what did you send me? What one's this?
It's the PS Vita version.
No, because there's a second PS Vita version. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that one that you sent comes with a stand, that's why.
Yes.
Okay, I don't give a shit about the stands. There was a Project Diva one that came with a stand. I could not care less about it. No, because it's like 1,000 yen cheaper to get the regular edition with just the DLC thing.
Yeah.
So I was, it's 1,000 yen cheaper basically. Oh no,
right.
It's still a lot. I don't know if it's compatible with Vita TV and the fact that it's early August, so I wouldn't have an August order. I might consider it, maybe. I don't know. Considering it's Vita, and it means I could just go around outside on the I could go to WoWCon and play Galgun. It's like a dream.
If I won the lottery and I bought a...
Look, there's a lot of if I won the lottery always going every day. If you won the lottery, you'd be doing a damn lot more than whatever you're about to say.
Yeah, this is true. I am about to get Dragon Age Origins for free.
I remember when I got fucking Saints Row 4 on release for free.
Which is the... Yeah, I got that as well.
Because it's like... You know how when you get a new AMD graphics card, for example, it's like, hey, you got X number of free games, go pick them.
Yeah.
See, I didn't buy an AMD... I didn't buy an AMD graphics card, but because of the place I worked at the time, they had a bunch of spare codes. I was like, these are going to probably expire soon, I guess. You can have them. I was like, sweet. So I took them. And I got 3 free games.
No, I'm just having a look on
I also got Thief before it was released.
Right.
Never played it, but I own it, so that's cool. For free. Before release. Essentially, I got £70 value for nothing, just because I worked there for a while. Hey, I ain't complaining.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't complain. I mean,
Free
that's
games I'll never play, but free games nonetheless.
So I'll bring this up though. This week's or I don't know how long this one will last for, but basically this Humble Bundle has Dead Space 2,
Origin
Medal of
bundle.
Honor, Allied Assault War Chest, Dragon Age Origins, Mass Effect 2. These are just games that are actually
It's a bunch of
worth
EA.
mentioning.
It's a bunch of EA games if you like EA.
Yeah, pretty much. Command & Conquer Generals plus 0 Hour, and it also has Wing Commander.
So basically, if you're not the sort of person who would listen to this podcast, great. If you're the sort of person who would listen to this podcast, questionable. Because people who listen to this podcast might not give a shit about EA. Most actual gamers probably don't give a shit about EA.
Nobody cares about EA because
No one
fucking
likes
Origins.
EA.
Like, seriously, you faggots, why?
Just
Why
EA
did you
in
do it?
general are a bad company, not Origin. Just EA in general.
Yeah.
One thing that we could bring up for like a second, just for lols, and because we're already on the topic of games, have you heard of the sort of paid mods on Steam?
What?
Paid mods.
No.
Basically, Steam now allows you to monetize mods if you're a mod creator on the Steam Workshop. Issue being, you get 25% of the sale. I think Steam gets 35%.
And the rest goes to the game creators.
Yeah, but the only one available is Skyrim. Issue being, I mean, I probably got those numbers a little wrong. I think it's like 30 to Steam or 35 to Steam and 40, something along those lines. 30, 40 plus, and like give or take 5 on either end. Basically, 75% to not you and 25% to you. Considering the fact that you're doing all the work on it, I get that it's like, oh, you're using the Steam service, so you should probably get a cut. And the fact that you're using, it's basically, we made the game, so that's kind of fair. But such a big cut is kind of bullshit.
It is a little bit, to be honest, because it's like, well...
It's not like, I mean, it's a case of, it's nice, it's got merit, and it's a good thing, minus, like, the fact that they really need to sort of basically flip the, like, profit margin, essentially. Of, like, 75% goes to the people who make it, like, 20% to whoever the game developer is, and 5% to Steam to the service, because fuck off. Steam, you're already making a lot.
Exactly.
Even with the stupid number of sales that you might do sometimes, you're still making a lot, because you have games that have, like, crate things or whatever, and you have other
Yeah,
things.
I've seen those.
Yeah, like...
The crates, yeah, you can buy, like, a crate and it's got, like, modded guns and shit.
Not so much
and all that
modded,
sort
I
of
don't
thing.
know. It's like TF2, it's like a chance of a hat, you need to pay, like, £2 for a key.
Do you have Team Fortress?
Everyone has Team Fortress 2.
Do you?
Everyone does.
I don't.
Well, you have access to it because it's free. I used to play it way back in the day, and I have a few hundred hours, like I think 150 hours in it or something. I haven't played in a few years because I'm bored of shit of it, and I just don't give half a crap about it anymore. But yeah, and then there's CSGO, and there's Dota. Dota specifically, like, fucking Christ. How much money people, like, Valve gets in general, and the fact that it's like, oh, we'll get 30, even 30%. We'll get more than you do. And it's just... One thing that pisses me off about people, though, is they're like, well, mods should stay free. I can understand that if the people who made it, especially if it's like, oh, I made this fucking Infinite Stratos mod. You can now play in Skyrim as Laura Bodwig. I'm like, okay, that shouldn't be paid for. That's, like, bordering into copyright infringement shit. And you shouldn't do that. If it's like, I designed this cool weapon, or I designed this really sick quest, I want people to, like, pay for this because I put a lot of time and effort into it. At that point, that's fine. I think that people, like, content creators in general, should have the right to make money off what they do. It's a case, if you're a mod developer and you're like, I put a lot of effort into this, but I just want other people to use it and have it up for free, then awesome. Another issue that comes with, like...
Yeah, a lot of people believe in open source.
Yeah. That, and there's also the fact of, like, if you're going to make people pay for something, with mods specifically, mods are fragile as shit.
Yeah.
They
are.
can break a lot, and if you're going to pay for something that breaks, like whatever,
You're not
or
really
removes
getting
a
the
save,
service, are you?
that and
It comes down to...
not even that, but it's like you have a 24-hour return on mods. It's not even a case of, oh, I can return this within 24 hours and get my money back. If it breaks all your shit, especially if you have like a 1,000-hour game save because it's Skyrim, and you didn't back it up for God knows what reason, then that's 1,000 hours lost because reasons. It's not even a case of, oh, the mod was bad and it just didn't work. It was a case of whoopsies, and then whoever's made it kind of has to do something about it. Because...
Yeah. And then it's
when you start getting paid for service, that's when things get, like, kind of hectic. It's not a case of, like, oh, cool, I made, like, this much. It's like, oh, people are having problems with my product. I kind of have to do something about it because now they can now hold me accountable for whatever the fuck just fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if it's for free, it's like, well, it was free. I don't have to do anything. I'm not entitled to do just whatever the fuck you want. It was your risk. You should understand the risks of modding in general, paid or not.
Yeah.
Because one thing that I thought would, like, with it that would be cool is like, oh, these are like verified mods, like people have gone out and like sort of standardized mods so as they can work together and have a really low chance of messing shit up. Apparently not. Apparently it's just mods in general. If there was a way you can standardize mods so as they all work together as one, that'd be great, and it would be probably maybe worth paying for, and would be worth the fact that, like, hey, there's now like a pay barrier between this and whatever. But hey, at least I'm now guaranteed that it's going to work right.
Uh-huh.
At that point, it's fair. Because it's not a case of I'm paying for a broken-ass product.
I don't like paying for things that break. Like, just in... I know that sounds really stupid, but...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Generally, if you buy something, you expect it to work.
It then also depends on, like, how much. Like, for example, if I bought a PSU for my computer for £5, I'd be like, yo, it's probably going to fucking break, and it's my fault for spending so little on it.
Yeah.
It's like there's a sort of barrier
I mean, these days it is a case of you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
There's no more of this bullshit about, it'll be fine because whatever. No.
There is a chance it'll be fine. It's also, I mean, it's really also a case of, like, with CPUs as well. It's like, not all CPUs are built equally. There are some, like, lines of CPUs that are literally just ones that didn't meet the qualification. It's all made this, like, 2 lines. I can't remember what 2 they are, but, like, say AMD have, like, a line of CPUs. That would have 2 lines. One would be ones that sort of meet those standards, one that would be one that doesn't. For example, one thing they did was I think they had a 3-core CPU for whatever reason. But basically it was one that just had, like, a somewhat faulty 4th core. So what you could do is you can go in and do some stuff and unlock that 4th core. And then you would have bought a 3-core CPU for less, but you would have 4 cores. It's a chance. It's not guaranteed. But at that point, it's like, hey, maybe I potentially got some value for my money, and it's not a case of you only get what you pay for. And even then, it's like, you can overclock things better with some, and it's not always the same because of the fact of how they're manufactured, etc., etc., all this bullshit. There are chances that, like, you can not get what you pay for better or for worse. But for the most part, yeah, it is what you get what you pay for. If you're going to pay a lot of money, unless it's on an Apple Watch or whatever the fuck, I'm not going to spend $10,000 on a gold watch.
No.
Because it'll be outdated in a year. Unlike an actual watch. Which is kind of bullshit, but hey, literally everyone in the world's probably talked about that. And we're not a tech podcast, so...
No.
Yeah, let's...
But we didn't have much to talk about.
Yeah, we didn't.
Topic-wise.
So we've sort of rambled on about a bunch of random shit.
Yeah.
Which we do a lot anyway, but usually we're a bit more on topic, so... Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I've just been doing character design lately. That's about it. I'll do. I need to do animation for things. Excuse me, but I need to get a lot more reference of Animu grills running. Thanks, Dave. That was so sweet.
That's okay. It's a bit of a shame you can't decompile like a 5-second thing of an anime chick running, like literally right down to the video code, and then take out the individual images because they're in there.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say in the video code because that would not really work so much. Because when a video is compiled and rendered out, it's not a case of like, oh, you have this layer and this layer and this layer. It's all rendered out as essentially as
one.
seen, and you can't really reverse engineer a video file to go back to that stage. Whereas,
Which is a bit of a shame.
It's a shame in some sense, but at the same time, it also means it's a lot smaller. And for the most part, I would take being smaller over not being smaller. Because, I mean, really, unless you want to rip things and, like, use them and then very strongly break copyright things, you're not really going to want to do that. Because aside from that...
I suppose you could have...
Aside from that, frame by frame, just, like, taking a screenshot is good. And would suffice unless you're really wanting to use that exact thing. In which case, just fucking go around it and get rid of whatever you don't want. Sure, it's a bit more work, but if that's what you really want, then surely you should work for it a little. Whereas all I want is like, here's a side view of Animu chick running. The only issue is I need them at specific proportions in order for it to really work. Because of like, they're almost lolly-sized for the like in-game sprites, because the game has like 3 sort of sprite levels. One is like chibi-ish because overworld map sort of thing. The next is like pretty much full-sized lolly sort of size though.
Okay, here's something for you. Right, so on Reddit,
fucking Reddit.
there is I know Reddit's always a good source of shit. Somebody's asked, what is a question you have about an anime that is best left unanswered? And apparently one of them is, what happened at the end of the second Nisekoi OVA? Oh god, never mind. Nothing at all, best girl Raku is still pure, la 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 la, I can't hear anything you say. So apparently, obviously the OVA is a bit...
As someone who owns it, I know what they're on about.
Yeah. Gurren Lagann. 1. How is Gurren Lagann bigger than the universe? How can Gurren Lagann just throw planets like a frisbee? Why does Gurren Lagann defy the law of physics? How can Gurren Lagann just merge all mechas into him and make an even bigger and more powerful Gurren Lagann? How can Simon's Simon eyeglasses just transform on its own? What is even logic? It specifically explained that spiral power breaks the laws of thermodynamics. Literally anything goes if you have enough fighting spirit. So that's that's it. And then it just became a discussion about Gurren Lagann. Such an anime is the anime that will pierce the heavens. Yeah. Same reason you do to Han-chan every day. Don't know offhand. La 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 la. And then it just degrades into bondage. Hestia is kinky as shit.
Wow.
That, yeah. So you can tell you're on Reddit because within the space of the same page, it's gone into bondage and Hestia.
There's a lot of Hestia around in general.
Okay, so here's one. What anime did you feel executed?
Fun fact. Apparently, that's me on Hummingbird. But apparently, yep. Number 11 of whatever the fuck that is.
Where?
In the link I sent. Or can you not see it because you're a pleb who's not signed in?
Oh, let me sign in.
Oh no, you should be able to see it anyway. Never mind. What was the question?
What do you mean? What, my one?
The one you were literally about to ask.
Okay. So let me. Shit. Don't actually. I'm not gonna shit. Oh. That was not. There. Here we go. Right. So, what anime did you feel executed the series better than the source material? While most animes are good, I'll read this exactly how it's worded. While most anime do a good job of portraying the original story, we can all admit that most of the time the anime just doesn't quite pull it off as well as the source material. However, there are those odd occasions where the source material itself just kind of flops. So, what anime do you feel was better than its source material? For me, I felt like the Chunibyo anime blew the light novels out of the water. While they were an enjoyable read, they lacked any sort of substantial plot and a fairly small character pool. The anime introduced several more characters that made a much more colourful cast experience, and while it didn't have the deepest plot, it had enough sustenance to avoid being 24 episodes of some random dude and his crazy girlfriend. And on a side note, I found the anime for another to be better than the manga for the sole purpose that the manga end felt sloppy, sort of like there was no real conclusion. It felt like the end was just sort of held together by twine and a bit of spit.
Okay.
Somebody has said Gintama. It's just not the same without them voice actors. I have no idea about Gintama, so you know.
Me either.
Not a clue. And then it got on to...
You see, this
Attack on
question is
Titan.
an issue for, like, us, or me at least, in the sense of, I don't read nearly enough source material to answer this question. I mean, if you're looking for questions, then, wow.
Yeah. Apparently, this I disagree with K-On! Because the manga is awful. So obviously the animation was good. Black Lagoon, the manga's good, but it just works better in remote motion. The dub's perfect. Oh, sorry, I just received a text. See what else we've got on here. For Gintama seems to be like the biggest one. Akami ga Kill. See, I like AGK.
Wow.
Death Note apparently is one of them. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure have all been better than the manga. The problem with many adaptations is that they adapt badly, either skipping important scenes, happens mostly when a show tries to fit into a single cour, but sometimes in two-cour shows there is a lot of material to cover, or by making shit up, happens when adapting an incomplete work. Take Tokyo Ghoul for example. It was a show that should have been a great adaptation, as it's just the kind of show that good animation could really enhance, which it did get. But they actually managed to fuck it up in both the ways I outlined above by trying to fit a nearly 150 chapter manga into 12 episodes before the manga was finished. They skipped scenes, showed them out of order, and then ended up making up their own ending. For an extra dose of silliness, the last chapter of the manga came out the day before the last episode of the anime, so if they had taken the time to do a two-core adaptation, they could have hit the important plot points and landed the ending, and the show really would have been great then. So while I agree with you that about the merits of animation and sound in theory, in practice none of that matters if they can't even get the basics of the story right. I agree. But sometimes actually, here you go. Fully Coolie, as we've discussed earlier, is another one that comes to mind. Fully Coolie without the pillows doesn't work. Fully Coolie is an adaptation. The thought of that never even came to me. Most anime I could see being done in a different medium, but Fully Coolie is one of the only ones I would be willing to call untranslatable to any other medium. It just works too damn well as an animation. 90% of the experience is the visuals and the sound, and Fully Coolie is one of the favourite coming-of-age stories, and I really can't see it as anything else but an anime. Apparently it's not an adaptation, but there are novel and manga versions, but they were published after it. I looked it up, but MAL has Fully Coolie, the manga, listed as first released in December 99, while the first OVA was released in April 2000. So apparently that show was originally a manga.
Probably, who knows? People.
Or they already made the show and, you know... But yeah, it's seems to be a thing. Toradora, Parasite, Fully Coolie, Attack on Titan. So kind of like really obvious ones.
I can tell you which one I did think was... Oh no, actually. Because the only one I can really think of is Venus vs. Virus, and that's probably the opposite of whatever we're on about. Because... Venus vs. Virus I loved, but I prefer the manga's ending, and that's the reason I own all the manga for Venus vs. Virus. No one's seen Venus vs. Virus except me, apparently.
Somebody has actually drawn a Saber version of Hestia.
Oh, I would have never guessed someone would draw Saber in any way. I would never guessed anyone would have drawn Hestia in any way.
Hestia is like the biggest thing.
I know. I was being sarcastic because of the fact that Saber.
I know.
Is
I'm just making a.
I know. There was a gallery someone sent me that is just 400 images of Hestia. No, not 400 images. 400 pages of images.
What?
400 pages of images with at least 10 images on each page. I think.
Why?
I mean, I don't know. I think the string thing is like a really dumb thing, but. there's no sort of, you know, she's an she's attractive. I mean, you know.
Hestia is like the biggest thing.
She's kind of generic in a lot of ways. Even so, you know, it's like, yeah, PayPal, Hummingbird account. Here you go. You should follow PayPal, and you'll see why.
What?
You'll see why.
Really?
No, you'll see why. And you'll understand why. I keep saying that you'll see why.
Okay, let me... Yes! Waifu is Nico. I love Nico's just the best.
.com.
I know. I've clicked on it because I need to. Oh my god, this is going to be ridiculously loud in my face.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is nearly good as Nyan type.
Nyan type.
And Nyanpasu.
Nyanpasu. Leader of as co-leader of the Nyanpasu Brotherhood.
What?
As co-leader of the Nyanpasu Brotherhood, which is a group that me and Greg have made on Hummingbird.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The best group. With 130 users, Jesus Christ. Nyanpasu Brotherhood. Yeah. We got about 20 minutes, I'd say, until the sort of minimum cut-off point, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have 20 minutes to try and think of what to talk about.
We could just spend Dr. Nyanpasu 10 hours. I can't believe I listened to this entire thing.
How could you not? How could anyone not?
Wow. I'm not even sure.
Petition should change non-believers to non-unbelievers, which doesn't work. So I had... But someone said non-unbelievers, because non-unbiole, and it was non-believers. I find that I write the best descriptions for groups.
Revolutionary groups of comrades striving to create a better tomorrow for all.
Nyanpasu.com. And then there's the Brothers of Nyanpasu Unite. Let us bring down the society of the non-unbelievers and create the world anew.
Wow.
I get excited sometimes.
There's 130 group members.
Yup. Rip.
Wow.
Are you jealous?
No.
That I have more group members there than we have subscribers?
Maybe you should make a thing on there for
I do.
SenpaiPP.
I do. I have one for. I have the group of Senpai, which has.
Make one for SenpaiPP, and then we can put the podcast on there.
You can. I'll make the group, but you can put everything up there. I want you to use Hummingbird more. I wish Josh were back in fucking undisclosed location, because don't want to say everyone, even though everyone probably knows. Because then I could just drag him in. Because for those those of you who don't know, Josh is also a senpai. Fun fact.
Even though there's no senpais.
There actually are. In the official art for the senpai, everything in general. There is Josh.
Wow.
Like, you're not in the official art for the senpais, though.
Yeah, you need to change that.
When I'm feeling not lazy. Because it's like literally me, James, Holden, Josh, and Alex.
Wow.
And there's no you. And there's no Joseph. And arguably, Joseph is... Well, actually, I don't think... I don't know the order of how much people have worked. Because I know Holden, Josh, and Alex all haven't done shit. James has done something, maybe. You've been on the podcast. I've been on the podcast and edited the majority of the podcasts. And done almost all of the podcast art. But Joseph's also been the one who developed the website. So But I also did all the things on the website. So it's arguable. I mean, in terms of, like, effort-wise, I think it would be me, Joseph, you, and James. Primarily down to the fact that the main thing that you do is come on to the podcast and talk. And I'm just going to go out on a whim and say that coding websites is more time-consuming. Time-consuming, I'm not sure, because to be fair, 24 hours of recording. Effort-wise, I would probably say a lot more.
Oh, definitely, easily.
Yeah.
And plus, like, with the limited time I do have...
I mean, I'm not complaining that you don't do shit. I'm just saying, in terms of, like, orders of how much people have done things.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not complaining.
I've dedicated 24 hours of my life to this.
Oh, over the course of a few months, to be fair.
That's fine. It's the thought that counts. We know this.
I guess.
The fact that I still keep turning up every week, nearly every week.
I was going to say, not every week.
It is a miracle. But, wow. Oh, you did that last week.
I know. I know.
No.
Rip.
Do you know what? I really have a strong urge to play Gary's mod.
I don't.
Or Minecraft.
I don't.
Why not Minecraft?
That
reminds me, we should play Minecraft a little.
Well.
On your server.
I don't have it anymore.
Ah.
Rip.
Damn it.
See, that's my issue with Minecraft. I get bored of it really easily, so server time...
Especially if there isn't a lot of people to play with.
Not even that, it's just I get bored of it in general. It's like, oh, I've done everything that I care about that isn't, like, super time-consuming. I guess I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Hey, fun fact, my Laura Bodwig phone strap is currently on eBay at 50 quid.
Well...
I know, I was literally like, it's so expensive, I don't want it. But I've got one, so I look at my phone strap now and think, £50.
I look at my altar and think, in general, just in general. Like, doubled in price, whatevs.
Yeah.
Already, mind you.
They're so fucking sought after, because I want to know, I still want to know how many they make.
Yeah, I really do wonder.
They'd never tell us.
No, I'm just going to look at my new Senpai playmat for a sec.
Why?
I don't know, I just feel like it.
Is this where, I don't know. Is this where you find out it's fake?
No, it's not fake though.
Wow.
Even if it was, it still looks good enough and is rubber. So... I don't even know how you would be able to tell if it's fake. And it has copyright of all these things, so I would hope that if it's fake that they didn't write copyright on it.
Well, that'd be a bit silly, but then again, that could be a ploy.
Oh, I know, that's what I mean, but it's like...
See, this is the thing, like, as much as I sit there and go, I'll only try and buy from these, like, manufacturers a lot of the time, I think it's because I know and trust the quality of the goods that they produce, like Cosper, clothing and character merchandise. I honestly have yet to find a supplier that can equal the quality. I mean, even down to like the fabric of the t-shirts. I mean, you got to admit, Cosper t-shirts are nice to wear.
Oh, I've been saying that for forever, dude.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that really kind of bugs me is I've never had a sale on Ami as good as my first one. In the sense of I got 2 really good shirts on there for 900 yen, and I got my Barnaby Brooks Jr. Tiger and Bunny model kit for like 900 yen or so.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I got 9,000 yen's worth of things for like 27,000, and they were all great things. I've never had that again. I've never seen a shirt that I care for go for that little on sale in like a while, let alone 2. Like, yeah, there was like the 2 of them, and then there was a model thing. I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually seen a shirt in general that I care for that went for like little. It's like 2,000 yen maybe. Other than that, not really. You know.
Yeah.
That silence though.
I couldn't help it. I was like, I'm just gonna pretend not to say anything. I can't pretend not to say anything, because that'd be like...
How can you pretend to do... Even if you're pretending to... You can't really do that in general. Like, even you...
No.
You can't pretend to say something.
It's like you
because
can't
you
pretend
are. Unless you're, like, moving your mouth, like, imagining that you're, like, words are coming out, but they're not. I guess that's close enough to pretending.
That's pretending to yourself, though.
I guess. What isn't pretending to yourself?
So, is the world real? As far as I'm concerned, anime is...
Wait. Have you seen... Okay, who are you voting for?
For what?
UK election things.
I'm not.
Will this change your mind?
Hang on. Let me click said link.
Read it.
UKIP will make anime real. Wow.
Your waifu wants you to vote UKIP. Paki's out, waifu sin. Oh god.
Wow, I'm so surprised somebody made this.
I insulted a race just like I was supposed to.
You did.
Even though it was not really intentional and they weren't my words.
I can't believe somebody actually made this.
I don't think it's like an official thing or anything. I want it to be though.
If it was, I'd punch UKIP in the face.
No, I would vote for them because fuck, I want... No, not for that image, but for a different image that I have to look for, and I don't think I can... No, I don't think I can get that far. Shit. Ah, damn it.
Do you know what really bugs me? Like, I've never voted. Not once.
Me either.
I don't intend to.
Me either. I don't know. It's like, all my vote would do is cause chaos. I would vote for, like, the Tea Party. Just to fuck around. And that is why I will never vote, so don't worry, kids. If you don't know what to vote for, or don't really understand, don't do it. That goes for a lot of things. Don't understand the repercussions of doing drugs, don't do them. Because don't do drugs, kids. Everything always comes back to don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Unless they're prescription drugs for medicinal use and purposes. In which case... It's not too bad. Just don't overdose on those drugs, because that is bad. You might die.
I might die.
If you overdose on drugs, yeah.
Just don't take drugs then.
But certain drugs can be good. Painkillers can be good to stop you from...
Kill pain?
Yeah, murder. Painkillers are literally murderers. Why are we endorsing murder? I don't know. Why aren't you endorsing murder? Oh man, why aren't we? We need to endorse more murder. Why not?
No.
Why not say?
No,
why
no,
not?
We are not endorsing murder.
You already did, like a week
We really
ago.
need.
Why?
I don't mind if you kill UKIP.
always UKIP. Why not? Sega Hard Girls.
Meh. That's all I've got to say to that.
Wow. Why not Sega Hard Girls? It's humanoid versions of Sega consoles.
Is it? Oh yes, I saw that anime.
Yeah.
They're at an academy, aren't they? For
Oh no, but the main reason I bring it up is because there's like a full graphic shirt from it.
Is it expensive?
Well, it's on sale for $3,600.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's actually quite nice. Sega Saturn. Huh.
If it were Dreamcast, I'd be more tempted. Main reason I don't care for it is because if I'm not mistaken, that should be Mega Drive.
No.
Sega
Saturn.
Pretty sure. I don't remember which one Saturn was. No, it was Genesis. My bad.
Yep. If they have small, I'll be happy. They probably
on
won't.
sale, I don't think so. That's the other reason I wouldn't.
Pre-orders closed
Because medium. As well.
So this is what always makes me chuckle. Like they put the mediums on sale, but the pre-orders for a smaller close. So if it's because it's not.
No, it's not a
till
case of
mid-May.
it's on sale. It's the reason for that is because it's ones that are already in stock.
Oh, okay.
So the ones that they still have stock of, they're putting on sale, and they're getting new ones in, I guess. Which is kind of weird that it's like pre-orders for the medium are also closed. You can still get them on sale for less, so why would you get them pre-ordered when you can get them on sale for less? It's part of my question, but it's a medium, so I wouldn't even. That's my issue with you. Like, why wouldn't you get medium? It's not like you wouldn't fit into the medium.
Well, I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's not like you. It's not like you wouldn't. So why wouldn't you want a medium? It's like half the price, especially.
Yeah, but the thing is like the small shirts I've got are still, and they're not long, but they are longer than what I would expect of a small. So if I got a medium, they'd be
right because you're short.
Yeah. I
mean, I'm short. We're like the same height. I'm not gonna say I'm not short, but yeah, you're short. I like how James calls me short, but then my retaliation is the fact that James is a big man. Not big as in tall. I mean, big as in just regular big. And also tall. He's a big man, though.
A big man?
Yeah, big man.
Big man.
Fucking a big man that left his fucking mask in my room and was like, hey, can I have your keys? I need to go get my mask out of your room. I'm like, fuck off, James. I was like, look, we're going to head back. We're going to go get food first. And he's like, no, I really need to go get the mask. Otherwise, it'll be like, I'm like, fuck you, James. I'm going to get my food, and then we're going to go back. You can have your shitty mask then. And he's like, no, I really need it. I'm like, James, you fucking wait, and you're going to fucking like it. Next time, don't leave your shitty mask in my room. Fucking James.
Well, he shouldn't have left it in your room.
He shouldn't have. That's my point. No.
It's at least this year's going to be easier. Because it'll be, well, that's if you can pay for it.
Well, I will. I mean, no, I'm not going to pay for it. I'm just going to go there. Just going to show up. Just going to use the room.
No, what I mean is if you have to pay for it by the end of May.
Yeah, I mean, it's like worst comes... Oh, that is... Anyway, but yeah, I'll probably will be able to. I think we should wrap up considering the fuck all that's happening. And
it's because we've had a slow week.
It's not even. Not even really that because it's the slow week part comes in at the very beginning, and afterwards it's a case of whether we're competent enough to come up with a topic.
Which we're not.
It's true.
What did you just send me?
That.
Is it good?
It looks cool.
Is it? Oh my days.
I mean, come on.
It's only 2,000 yen.
It's out of stock though.
I know.
That would be so cool.
Orders closed.
It would be so cool though.
Just a little Yanko Sensei hat.
It would be so cool though. It's not even a hat; it goes over your shoulders too.
Oh my!
It's like a little blanket. In fact, it is a little blanket. That's what it's.
It's a cape.
No, it says it's.
It should be a cape.
It says it's a blanket, you piece of shit.
Okay, it might as well be a fucking cape.
But it has a hat part.
Has a hat part.
Has a hat part, so it's not a cape. Anyway, yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah, we're apologising for the terrible non-topicness of this week's podcast because, well, we didn't really think of one beforehand, but we managed to cover what we wanted to cover, so that's all that's important.
Yeah.
I actually sat listening to our episode on the way home the other day.
Wow, what an egocentric prick.
Episode 14, because I wanted to see how we actually sound, and some of it is quite enjoyable to listen to.
You just like listening to the sound of your voice.
It's, I do. I mesmerise people with my test.
You mesmerise yourself?
I do. I could put myself to sleep.
I can put you to sleep.
I will put you to sleep.
Wow.
Yes.